Good day, folks. I went to bed pissed off last night, highly upset. And what had started it was a argument with my ex-wife over visitation with my son. I have custody of my son. Depending on who's actually watching this, depending on how long you've actually watched my YouTube videos, you've known the struggle that I've gone through when it comes to getting my son. Well, I have custody of my son, and every summer, uh, his mom gets 6 weeks out of the year with him. Now, that basically leaves me full-time, 100% custody, taking care of my son. Now, I ain't griping about it. I love being a parent. I love being a father. It's been something I've wanted to be for like a while. And I have a daughter out there. And yeah. Anyway, so last night I tried to make arrangements so that he could see his mother, and it just catastrophe after catastrophe. She basically tried to make it about herself. When it's not about her, it's about my son seeing his mother. Anyway, so when I got onto Facebook last night and I was scrolling through posts, I was already in a bad mood. And I found a post about Roe versus Wade. I don't really pay attention much because the world is full of crap to begin with. And so I just don't really pay attention to what's been going on. And I guess Roe, one of them died. And now it's this big to-do, oh my God, Roe versus Wade's going to get turned over. Women aren't going to be allowed to have abortions or whatnot. But somebody had made a post, not about abortion, but about how if Roe versus Wade gets turned over, men are going to have to pay more child support. And my comment was, what the hell is child support? I have my son full time, and his mother wants to see him 6 weeks out of the year, but I have to run him back and forth. I basically fit the bill for everything. She doesn't have to pay for a thing. And I went into detail that I'm not going to go into detail on here. More detail than I should have. And the next comment was about abortion. I'm sorry. Number one, my comment had nothing to do with abortion. And number two, I'm sorry, abortion is for medical necessity only. Okay? If you're worried that Roe versus Wade will get turned over and you won't be able to have an abortion because, oh my God, I'm having an unplanned pregnancy, I need to get rid of this thing in my body, or I'm a woman and I have the right to not have to carry this thing inside my body. I am a woman and I have a right over my body. That right there proves that people are dumb, stupid. Because if we go back to Biology 101, people, the woman's body is made to form a life inside of it and give birth. That is what a woman's body is biologically made to do. Just like a man's body is biologically made to withstand, or supposed to be made to withstand physical labor. And this isn't religious ideology, this is scientific fact. And I know that due to recent findings that scientific fact has now become science fiction and we're all living in a fantasy because there are like 32 plus genders now, and a man is not a man and a woman is not a woman, and men now date holograms because the only thing that will talk to us are artificial intelligence. And real women are now afraid of men because all men are rapists and can't be trusted. Which is why, of course, that men are now dating artificial intelligence and holograms, because women don't trust men, and, well, men are just dogs. And that's the kind of world we live in. And it's sad. It's really sad that common sense has gone out the window. That basic scientific fact that has been fact for as long as, well, for as long as we've known, is now suddenly no longer fact because people say so. That's the other thing. There is no scientific study or fact backing any of this stuff up. It's because we think, oh, well, this shouldn't be, so therefore it's not right. Just like with history. We think, oh, well, this didn't happen, so therefore history's canceled. And I find it funny, though, that the majority of this stuff only happens in America. A capitalist dystopia. But yet, we're the greatest country in America. It's the greatest country. Whatever. We're supposed to be the greatest country of the world, but yet we have this. Dealings with people coming up with stupid ideas that are suddenly fact because reasons. Now, why is all this bothering me? The whole abortion thing bothers me because I am a survivor of an abortion. Failed abortion attempt. I strived and I lived on. Here I am. So in that aspect, I really don't like the whole abortion idea. The second thing that I don't like, why I don't like abortion, is because I have lost a child. I have had to bury a child. Because the mother wanted to do what she wanted to do. She wanted to do what she thought she could do with her own body because it's her body. It doesn't matter that it takes two people to make a child. And it doesn't matter that being married and being in a relationship and being one half of the creator of this thing, of this child, I don't have a say. So she did what she wanted to do, and the child died. And of course, she had to give birth to the child. And we, or I, or however you want to put it, when we got the doctor bill, we were billed for an abortion. Health insurance doesn't pay for that. And of course, we weren't going to get any help from the state for it. So we had to pay for it out of pocket. So yeah, I'm not too keen on abortion. And I can understand abortion for medical reasons, i.e., in the case of the child was already dead in utero, or if the child comes to term when the mother goes to give birth, it'll kill the mother, or it'll kill the child, or if there is some sort of defect that when the child is born it'll die. Something like that, I can understand. Okay? But when you're using abortion just because it's there as a form of birth control, I wasn't planning on having this child, or I got drunk and didn't realize we weren't using protection, or some sort of dumbass excuse. No, I'm sorry. No. That's just wrong. But we live in a world today where women no longer think that their bodies should do what they're made to do, and that it's their body, their right. Whatever. I honestly am going to be upset about it. I'm going to keep saying something about it, whether y'all like it or not, because I think it's wrong. 100% wrong. To just have an abortion because you don't want to have a baby. And if you don't want to have a baby, there are medical procedures, some are covered by insurance, that can prevent you from having a child, other than killing an organism. It's simple as that. Because no matter how you slice it, you're still killing an organism. You're still killing something that is going to end up being a human. And I find it funny that humans are the only ones who go against their biology and go against their biology and science and just do whatever they want to do to their bodies. In nature, the animal's body knows that there's something wrong with the child, so therefore the body aborts the child. It's what a miscarriage is. So, but yet, here we are. Because we're so much more intelligent. We are so much more intelligent that we will tell you to follow the universe, but then turn around and say, oh no, we have rights We can do whatever we want to do, regardless of what the universe says. I find it funny, too, that it's always the non-religious, those that aren't Christian, basically, who always want to jump to the fact that if you have a problem with abortion, it's because you're a Christian. Granted, I am a Christian, biblically, but I have my reasons against abortion. And it has nothing to do with whether I believe in God or not. I gave you my reasons. But this is my rant. And it all comes down to this. If you don't want to have kids, don't spread your legs, drop your pants, take out your willy, what the fuck ever you want to say. If you don't want to have kids, don't have sex. It's simple as that. And if you do want to have sex, there are other ways to protect yourself from having kids than abortion. Point blank, period. That's the end. Thank you for listening to my rant. Have a wonderful day.